Hello everyone, this is Liv again. Today I'm going to talk about my speculation on Hive Clash. So this video is based on whatever we know through AMAs or any teasers or anything Corey or the team officially spoken about or teased about Hive Mind, Hive Clash. There's so many hives. So, uh, so that's out of the way. This is no financial advice or there is no uh, confirmed or even any nods of this information from any of the team members, or this is not a leak. This is purely based on whatever we know through PvP, Siege, Leaderboard, and everything Corey has spoken about in his vision keynotes and everything. So um, I've been contemplating on making this video for a while because I was digging in deep to find what we can speculate and prepare for the upcoming Hive Clash. So that's out of the way. Let's get into this. Speculation number one. So the first thing I can think about is the whole Hive Clash is designed to bring in more players. It should also create a significant demand for HXT to power the game. We already seen this trend at Siege, in Explore, or even Crafting. We need a minimum balance to be held in the game. So I think Hive Clash will also require a certain amount of HXT to participate at least more in a competitive way because Korea has always spoken about this big MMR and then there's leaderboard and then going forward you go from one tire to another tire. Just like we have in Siege, we have like three different Siege tires. Based on your performance, you just go up or down. So I think this will be a continued trend. And we also seen that holding HXD based on the amount you hold, you get a bonus. Like let's see. So if we go to Siege, there is honey bag bonus. So if I'm going to Siege, it will say there is a boost. So there is a defense boost and luck boost based on my honey bag tire. So I think this will continue and probably have more impact or less impact to get more battles like we have in PvP. Uh, if we pay 1 HXD, you you get a for a refresh you get 3 different capes. So just like that, I'm speculating that if we have a certain number of balance of HXD, you will get a better refresh rate, or you get to have more battles. So that's kind of the speculation I have. So point number two. So talking about battle boost, if you ever played pull and pop or word buzzer, you can always see those things where you have some items to purchase before you go inside the game itself, like a boost or a multiplier or something like just like in Candy Crush. There are things you can actually add before you go, which will increase or make your game better. So I also think there will be something like that, or introduction to a new concept like battle boost for uh, your rank clash teams. We never know. So that's point number two. Then the third point is leaderboard. Sorry, a leaderboard hype. So in the leaderboard, just like I spoke about Siege, there is going to be probably a weekly reward, a monthly reward for getting the on top of the leaderboard. So we always have this leaderboard thing for raids, but it didn't mean much other than just being a leaderboard. Uh, The thing is like how many raids you've done, how many times uh, your team has defended, and all those things. So most likely there will be something like this, which will give you rewards based on your MMR. It can be weekly, it can be monthly, can even be daily. Who knows? So that should be super interesting as well. Point number four. I think there will be more than three Bs, not just like in PvP. We have a set of three Bs, a maximum, I should say, a maximum of three Bs to be added in the defense or in the offense. You can't add more, but you can add less. You're confident enough to win that. That's a different story. So I think there will be five, maybe four, maybe 12. But 12 is too complicated because the reason why I say 12 is more complicated is because this is supposed to be an interactive game. So uh, the crowd control and what you do with the team is very important. So just like other PvP games like Hero Wars or Raid Legend or I forgot, or Empires and Puzzle. So it's like having in Empires and Puzzles, it was fine, but it was very good crowd control of your team. Like there is a tank, there is a there are two flanks, and then there is the damage dealer, the glass cannons, which stands behind. So I think based on that, if we go in that route, it should be super interesting to have a tank. You break the tank, and then you break the defense, or you put the defense first. So either way, it's like so. My speculation is like probably the defense. It'll be like, let's say for example, it's a team of five beats. So the five Bs, the one in the front will be like defense heavy, and then the one behind would be a spellcaster or health heavy. And whatever the when you break the defense, the health goes, and then when you break the health or whatever stats or specialty they hold, because we have the right recipe. Like say for example, this is a katana beast. It's a glass cannon. We, so it's just like extremely damage oriented B, and once it's done, like it's like helpless. So there are we have the right recipes and attack profiles uh, to build through this. So that takes me to the next point where I think the next point is uh, all Earth and Kakaro bees can be used for Hive Clash. So just like right now, we in uh, PvP we can use both the bees, both the universe bees. So I think that's the same trend it's going to continue. But I think how it's going to differ from PvP is just like in Siege, we have squads, and every squad will, let's say, will have five Bs or four Bs. Definitely, it's more than three Bs. It's like a kind of a hinge I have because if you're going to do big, you need more Bs. And more Bs means like three is little on the short side. I would say it just lacks complexity for the amount of um resource we have for PvP, even though it's just three Bs, I actually have a team or about 30 Bs for PvP. So if the team is planning to expand its economy based on the PvP, I'm pretty sure there will be more number of Bs involved in the team. That will also expand into more number of teams. Like probably there will be a cooldown for every time you use a team, just like we have in Siege. Like once you send a team, they finish their mission, and then like they have to go on a cooldown. But with PvP, not sure, like it's a little different, right? So if the battle lasts for, I don't know, from maybe like 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or you have to find an opponent, you just search. Like in Dota, we just queue up and then search, and then you find a live player on the other side, and then you fight. But based on what Corey said, there will be some wager for fighting between two people. Like, let's say, like I wager uh, 50 HXD and say, uh, if you beat me, you take the 50. And if I beat you, I get your 50. So something like that is also in the cards, because like it's somehow he actually laid this down um, as a blueprint during one of the AMA call, or in the or in the vision keeps. So I'm guessing there you will need at least 100 to 200 bees. If the number of bees goes up, the number of teams, the number of bees goes up in a team goes up, the number of squads you will need, the number of queens you will need uh, to run an efficient and effective battle strategy, you will need more bees. So based on this, I'm actually what is it? So if you see, I'm actually building this Steam based on my queen's dislike. That's another point. So I think the dislike gives currently the dislike between the queen and the bee gives attack bonus. In PvP, in Siege, both the places it gives attack bonus. I would be shocked if it doesn't give the same or continue the same trend into the Hive Clash. So based on that, my speculation is I'm actually gathering a lot of uh, dislike matched with the queen, more like a bundle. So I'm also collecting one of every every attack profile I can find as well. So that's my speculation, and I'm spending based on, or I am gathering my assets based on this concept. So, and I also think there is a yes, yeah. So this landform advantage disadvantage uh, will also play a role. So this is why when I'm looking in the market, these are very cheap at the moment, and if I have a good package, uh, it could be it could be very helpful. At least it will be easier before the demand kicks in. So I think the landform none B is going to be very the non-specialty landform B is going to be a huge part in Hive Clash. That's something. And what else? Okay, so I actually wrote some things down. Yes. So I also think there will be some new mechanics or new um, profiles. Possibly they might edit some of these profiles based on the Hive Clash, based on the Hive Clash design. Say, for example, attack a random enemy. They could just take blind shot and then like change it completely different. Something like a buff or a debuff based on the percentage, or something like that. So it's also a possibility. So currently, some of these attack profiles may not look very attractive, but it can change. All right. So that's my uh, speculation on the attack profile. And looking at a B card, right now we have health, attack, defense. These three, these are no brainers, right? Like it's like PvP does not hold anything without these three. So these are the three the big pillars of PvP. Next is agility. I'm thinking, so if they have to expand based on um, much deeper PvP based stats, agility is always speed in a turn based uh, RPG RPG. Yeah. So PvP agility is always speed, and it also decides who goes first or second in a turn. So just like in PvP, we have like first turn, second turn. We also have profiles, which has like on the second turn, this does this. So that's another thing. Agility is going to be one of the key. And luck, mm, if we get luck a little deeper, luck can turn into accuracy. So in almost all of PvP games I played, there is a concept like uh, accuracy, and there are attack profiles or attack moves, which increases or decreases your team's accuracy or decreases your enemy's accuracy. So that's a high possibility. And if they take a page out of other RPGs, I think endurance will become the the attribute for mana. So we have attack profiles, and there should be something happening like moving a gem or making a move of some kind, which should give them mana, and then you use based on how much mana you have. And maybe the amount of mana you have is based on the endurance stats, and the amount of mana regeneration based on recovery stats. And capacity is capacity, how much HXD or can be a multiplier to whatever you are betting. Say, if this battle is 50 HXD, capacity can be a multiplier or something of that sort. Capacity may or may not be a thing. Not every stats has to do everything or something in a battle. But if you want to put these things into perspective, and these are the things I can actually think. So light will give more capacity, or if they decide to change or alter that, more like is equal to more agility or more accuracy, luck, something like that, which will have a direct impact in the battle. Dislike is gives you attack bonus when it's matched with a queen, and dislike matched with other bees will give you a health bonus. So that's what we have currently in PvP as well as Siege. And there is also moon match bonus, which is there in all of the missions we do. That's like harvesting, hunting, siege, PvP. Everything is built around moon. So there we have it. Is there anything else I could? Ah, so I've always wondered. So these are my general prediction or my speculation based on what we had, which brings us to what happens to PvP as a game, like we know in these days. I think this button will become high class, and PvP will merge and emerge into high class. Those are my predictions, speculation, if you want to call. Let me know what you think about high class. I'm super excited. I've been um, been collecting resources for it, and this is one of the reason I believe PvP is not going to continue the way it is, because I've raised so many bugs in the last few months, and I've always been said by the support team, we will not be able to fix or put resource development or testing resource into PvP because we are reworking. So it doesn't make any sense if they will hold PvP the way it is or continue it in the same way. So let me know what you think of the whole thing, because I really had a lot of fun thinking and putting a lot of imagination uh, into making this content. And I also took a lot of pages from the games I played. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a very interesting turn-based PvP experience for the future of Honey. Let's speculate together. Drop in your comments. Jump into a Discord discussion if you like. I'm always around. You just need to ping. That's it for me today. Zub, subscribe. Peace out and peace out.